You know what counteracts red? Green. This is not a typical color corrector, but I do want to show you how to properly use a green color corrector. This is an eyeliner pencil, but I'm a makeup artist. I'll know how to make it work. Hopefully this encourages you to play outside the box. This is a green pencil. If I apply this to my skin and then blend it in, I'm going to be left with a green stain on my skin that I then have to cover with concealer or foundation. However, if I just apply a little bit of this to the back of my hand, like so, and I just warm it up into my fingertip, and then just slowly start to stipple and tap over there, I'm achieving the same effect, but I'm creating less of a green haze on my skin, therefore minimizing the redness without creating this kind of effect. Let me show you that again. Taking it off, a little bit of pink under there, just let that dry. Taking a little bit more of this. This is a teal color, but you get the gist. Putting a little bit of green or teal or whatever on my fingertip. What's happening is it's neutralizing that redness and erasing it slightly. And the point is this is the priming the brush technique on your finger. The same thing happens if you do it with your fingertip on your lip. If you apply directly to the mouth, this will create a blue lip that will be hard to blend in. Apply it to your fingertip first, warm it up, less blue. You've achieved the effect, all the while you haven't actually made your lip blue. Now, another thing that you could do wrong here is go straight over it with concealer. You're putting on too much concealer. You do not need that much concealer. I'm going to blend it in, but I'm actually just going to prime and pick up some of the product with this brush to avoid wasting it. So I'm priming onto my face instead of the back of my hand. Now, this is perfectly primed and ready to apply to the other side. I'm just literally using this side as my palette, and that will become the perfect amount or the perfect sort of application method, because you won't have too much product in your brush. Therefore, what I'm trying to explain is this amount being much, much more equals much more wetness. The wetness of this is going to break into that green and not really cover it up. It's just going to kind of mix into it even more. Whereas the sort of perfectly primed brush of this is going to just gently erase or perfect the skin or even out the skin a little bit more than what maybe it was before, which is kind of the point of covering redness. Obviously, there's different levels of redness in the face and different amounts that you might want to cover. I just love putting product into the brush because it really just allows for me to control how much product is going on my face. And at the end of the day, what goes on my face matters more than a little bit of waste in the brush or on the back of the hand if people think this is wasteful. I say that because whenever a video of me priming the brush goes a bit viral, it's like, waste. I'm like, talk about it for a sec. Better makeup or a tiny bit of waste? I know which one I prefer. I also don't even think it's wasteful. It's like it's still in the brush. You're still going to use it somewhere else. Look. Still in there. Still in there. Look. Coverage is happening. Look. Still in there, guys. Still in there. Still in there. I'm trying to find an area in my face where you can see the coverage actually happening. It's still in there. Watch. This is the most unhinged video I've ever made, but it's still in there, I promise. It's also still on the back of your hand. You can pick it up. So I think I just proved it's not really that wasteful point. But anyway, that's how to color correct properly. Also, that was way too much concealer. Whatever color corrector it is that you're using, just don't overdo it. It'll be much easier to use if you just get it into the back of your hand first or simply prime it into the brush first.